Hello vinyl community, it's Matt here again, and I know it's been a while. It's been quite a few months since I posted a video, so apologies for that. It's just been a lot of stuff going on this last year or so, but I'll try to get back in the swing of it. But anyway, we've got a special video of sorts, and I know a ton of people have done these, but finally arrived today. We're going to do the Beatles Now and Then unboxing video. So the so-called last Beatles song, I don't know, we'll see if that turns out to be the case or not. I kind of think that they must have more demos and things lying around, both as a group and as solo artists, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, let's get around to unboxing. You know, the thing that's a little bit annoying with this is that I actually pre-ordered this quite a while ago, but they don't ship it until the street date, which was a week ago, last Friday. The 3rd, I think, it's the 10th of November today. So it's a little bit annoying that everyone else is going out to the store and they're getting theirs. And I just think, couldn't you ship it a couple of days sooner? And it's sent via FedEx too, which you'd like to think would be quick, but anyway, that's okay. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't heard the song before. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't seen the video, because I have. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let's just do the unboxing. Let's take this off. Now, I ordered the 12-inch single. I know that there's several color variants of the 7-inch, but I went with the 12, and yeah, there it is. Yep, Now and Then. There's the back of it. Okay, now I will unseal this. I'm gonna do the old pant leg method to unseal this. I don't know if maybe a few of you have seen a video I made quite some time ago where there's a little trick. You can't really see what I'm doing, but that's okay. I'm going to take this bottom side, and it's easiest if you're wearing jeans, which I am. I'm just going to move it back and forth like that. You can kind of see what I'm doing. And then the friction should, yep, nicely open up the top of it, and then we can just go boop. Boop, done. Now we still got the shrink on here, and we can take out the record. Let's have a look. Here we go. Looks like there's an insert as well. Alright, let's have a look at the insert first. Some information, I guess, about the song. Yep, some information about it on the back. Got the artwork again at the bottom that was on the back sleeve. And looks like it's a little bit of information about both songs, just kind of credits, pretty much. And the record itself, let's see, it does come in a polylined sleeve, so that's nice. It means I possibly don't have to use my own inner sleeve. And here we go. So this side A, the Apple label. I apologize for the glare. Can't do a lot about it, really. The B side, of course, is the 2023 mix of Love Me Do, and the old classic red Parlophone label there, which the original Love Me Do single was on. So now I will give my thoughts about it. The reason I wanted the 12-inch single was that almost all of my Beatles stuff is 12-inch. I mean, I have like the Magical Mystery Tour EP, which of course was 7-inch, but almost all of it, which is all the way up there, all these crates up here, all the way back. There's another one over there too. Those are all 12-inch crates, and they're all filled with 12-inch Beatles records. But so that's why I did it. I just figured, well, this will fit better. So let's talk about a few things. Let's start off with just a slight negative. People have talked about this, and that's the artwork. It's not a deal breaker. I don't think it's great, but okay. I don't actually know who designed this. I'm trying to see if it says anywhere on here. I don't immediately see it. And I've seen quite a few people say that they should have used this artwork on the back, that it's superior, and I can see why they said that. I think it probably is. It's kind of nice with the clock motif representing now and then, I guess, before and after, and so on. But yeah, this again, I ordered this through the Beatles store, so a little bit bummed it took so long to get here. You'd figure if you ordered it through the official store that you'd be getting a leg up on some people, but I should have known better. I've done that with at least a couple of their box sets, like Revolver and Let It Be. Both of those I ordered through the Beatles store, and not only do you pay more, but it seems to take longer to get here. You're almost better off waiting until the street date and just ordering it off Amazon. You're going to get it sooner, but that's okay. So let's move on to thoughts about the songs that are on here. I'm going to start off again with a slight negative, and that is the Love Me Do remix. It does absolutely nothing for me. I didn't think it was great. I think some of the instrumentation gets a little lost in places. I didn't think... I thought the main thing I would be impressed by was the stereo separation. I thought, they will have improved that. But I was like, really? I was take it or leave it. I really was. To me, I'm perfectly fine listening to the original mix of Love Me Do, and this new one really doesn't do too much. But let's move on to the star of the show, which is Now and Then. And this is a little bit of a slow burner for me. First couple of times I heard it, I liked it. But I thought, okay, it's good. I didn't think it was quite as good as Real Love or Free as a Bird from close to 30 years ago now. But I liked it. The more I've listened to it, the more and more I think this is actually probably the superior of those three songs. I think it's got a better melody. Now, obviously it's helped by the fact that using this Peter Jackson demixing technology, they've been able to separate out John's vocals, which they couldn't do on Free as a Bird and Real Love back in '94. So, okay, it's a little bit biased in that respect, right? Because his vocals sound beautiful on this, just nice and clear. I think there's only one spot where they're not clear, but they cover that up very well by having Paul do harmonies at the same time. So both of them are singing at the same time, so you can still tell what's being said. But anyways, it's again, I think it is probably the best of those three songs. Real Love, Free as a Bird, Now and Then. I think this is the best one. The video is just spectacular, the Peter Jackson video. I don't mind admitting that I teared up a couple of times during it. The bit that gets me the most, actually, is right at the start of the slide guitar solo. And you see Paul kind of looking out on his own from like the control room. I guess he's in like a booth. And it's like he's looking back at John, who's doing all his crazy antics, over all the where the orchestra is, and Paul's just looking back. I just thought that was, I don't know, it was a little sad. He sat on his own looking out. I just found that really sad. But I know he's got a very slight wry smile on his face. But yeah, just a little sad that of course, Paul and Ringo, of course, are the only two Beatles that are left, but anyways, yeah, I think this is what they did with the song is just spectacular. John's vocals, the way they were able to separate those from the piano from his 1977 demo, just amazing, really. The technology that they used, I know they used it with Revolver as well, which sounded great, the Revolver box set last year. And what I'd like for them to do, and I think they should have delayed reissuing the Red and Blue albums, but they haven't. They got to make their money for Christmas, right? It's November already. I think they should have remixed Real Love and Free as a Bird. The only thing they needed to do with it, pretty much, I mean, maybe for modern taste, there'd be a little bit of rebalancing as far as instrumentation, stereo separation is concerned, that type of thing, but it's not like they would need to add more backing vocals from like Paul and Ringo or anything. Those were already there from the 90s. All they need to do is take the original demo tape, which they must have made a one-to-one copy of, and separate out John's vocals from the piano. Because, let's be honest, even at the time, even in the mid-90s, those songs didn't sound great. They didn't. The vocals. We kind of gave it a pass because that was as good as it was going to get, or so we thought at the time. But it's particularly jarring now. You listen to this, then go back and listen to Free as a Bird and Real Love, and it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, John's vocals sound terrible. Let's just be honest about it. It was the best they could do almost 30 years ago. I get it. So I would like for them to redo those songs, use that demixing technology, then remix those. And I think they should have put then those on, I guess, the Blue Album probably, right? And then delayed reissuing those until next year. But why do I know, right? Like I say, Christmas season and all that, I'm sure these remixed Red and Blue albums will sell well. So what are you going to do? But yeah, if you haven't got this already, I would really recommend buying it. It is a little bit of a piece of history in a way, and if this does turn out to be the final song, I mean, really, what a contribution to music, and I mean the Beatles as a whole, but this song too. I just really impressed with it. I love the melody, the slide guitar solo is spectacular. Again, the Peter Jackson video as well. If you know, because I grew up listening to the Beatles. I mean, they're before my time. I mean, they'd been broken up nearly a decade when I was born. But my parents had almost all the Beatles albums. The one I remember they didn't have was Help, and I remember that because I borrowed it from a teenage neighbor of ours, and she said that I scratched it. So I didn't get to borrow any more after that. I kind of look back on it now, and I'm like, well, what do you think was going to happen? You let like an 8-year-old borrow your Beatles album. But anyways, yeah, I grew up listening to them. Wish I could go back in time and see what the serial number was in that white album that my parents had, and I know that they had a first pressing as well of Please Please Me, because I remember the black and gold label on it. But yeah, you know. But anyway, I just mentioned that because it's you know, very nostalgic, the song, the video, and we're able to say that if this does turn out to be the last Beatles song, that we were here, we bought it, and it's a piece of history. So all right, thanks as always for watching, everyone, and always appreciate everybody who subscribes and leaves comments. Please feel free to do so below, and until next time, it won't be as long next time, I promise. Bye bye.